The relationship song. I don't feel like I have many of those, but this is one. It's called Never Will the Same Thing Do.
My name is Max Garcia Conover. I'm a songwriter from Maine. I grew up in Western New York, about an hour south of Buffalo, in a place called Chautauqua. There are just so many good love songs out there. It's hard to do anything new or interesting, really. But then in another way, there are, like, all songs are kind of love songs, and all songs are relationship songs.
If I had a heart, I'd call you from the doorway, and if you had a heart, that's two.
When I was in college, my great-grandparents had this apartment in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it had been abandoned for like 15 years, and so I went down there to live there for the summer, and I didn't have a way to make money, so I just busked, and I didn't know how to play any songs, so I just made up my own songs.
Keep our little bodies warm. Keep our little bodies.
I didn't grow up playing music at all, and I wasn't like in the choir as a kid or anything like that, and so toward the end of college, music was just like this whole new world, and I didn't know how it worked at all, and I still don't really know how it works, so I just sort of, I hear a song and I feel like, oh man, I want to make a song like that song. And so over time I've gotten better at doing that, and better at sort of like being able to think of something and make it and execute it, rather than thinking of something and then coming up with something totally else and just kind of going with it. I don't have a musical mind, really. The music has to drive the words. I can't come up with words really and put it to music just because I don't think in music. Yeah. It'll be like, I write music, and I usually write like the whole song kind of, and then I just sort of chant and sort of say gibberish for like a couple days, and then that just becomes words. It's so strange how like you can just go from feeling like you could write songs, you know, you could just write and write and write forever, to feeling like you could never write again, like you'll never have an idea again. You know, like I'm always sure that the next song is going to be like the song that explains everything that I think about everything. So, and for some reason, like even though I've written hundreds of songs and that's never happened, like I still have that feeling like this is going to be it. So. I think if there are, you know, a small number of people that really know who I am and really like the songs and really feel connected to them, then that's enough to sustain a career. And being famous, there's just a lot that goes into it. It's like you've got to either be trying to be famous as a full-time job, or you've got to have a lot of people working for you to make you famous. It's definitely one way to sustain a career, but I don't think it's the only. I think there are a lot of people that aren't really famous that have sustainable careers in music. Just don't hear about them because they're not famous.
Never live another life. Never will the same thing do. No.